nail is so badly rusted, I just pulled the head right off.
Oh, lovely.
The lady is working too fast. I can't keep up with her.
Lacey, what are you rolling in? There you go.
Beautiful.
You want to cut my wood?
Yep, I do.
Okay.
I really, really do.
Yay!
Okay, that's your little wedgie thing.
Okay. So there's probably not much else we can do.
Probably not. I had fun though. I got to saw.
Yes, I had fun too.
We made a path out to the trailer. But of course, the clay is still unbelievably slick and mucky. At least we got one strip tonight of the top that the skirt will fit into. Got one of those done, so we kind of understand what we need to do now. Has been raining on us while we've been out here getting our one strip of stuff up. Anyway, if it's not raining tomorrow, we'll be back at it.
I'm so sorry that I said what I did. I didn't mean to put you down. I wish that somehow you.
Well, the HVAC showed up. Now all we have to do is have some weather where it dries up enough that I can actually put the pad in behind the trailer. You can see that the clouds are getting hung up in our low hills here. The weatherman did lie to us. It wasn't supposed to rain today. There's no point fighting nature, so Cheryl and I are going to find something that moves us forward, regardless what it might be. At least we got a little bit done.
Yep.
Cleaned up the sludge or slime or green stuff, whatever it is. Moss. It was just along the bottom here so that we can get the top trim up. We were hoping we'd be able to get the trim on tonight, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's already pretty dark out here. The sun is well behind the ridge. I would say it's even well set. We were trying to get stuff done though, because it's supposed to get cold this weekend. They're saying it's going to be down into the teens even at night.
Snow is in the air, there's tinsel everywhere.
Ryan found him a trailer. Price is right. Just needs a good wash on the outside and a little bit of TLC and it'll be just fine. It's his baby. You just have to get it towed out. Last little bit of fitting here. Hello, lady.
Hello, mister.
So it's kind of chilly out today. When we got here, we pretty much went straight to work, and to be honest, I forgot to put a camera up. We got all of the trim finished all the way around the back, so the upper trim is finished finally. You can see what this looks like when it's clean. And there's when it's dirty. Power wash and it'll come off. Cheryl noticed that we had a dead mouse there. We also got our heat tape hooked up. You can see that there's power there now. We've got a proper outdoor outlet here now. It's GFCI. And the heat tape does have a thermostat on it too. All of the taps are wide open, inside and out. The last couple of days it hasn't rained, so that's nice for a change. I can even walk on the clay a little bit without getting too mucked up. Kind of like that. Something happened that caused the tin up there to buckle. It was actually sticking out and collecting rain. So I fixed it, put some goop on there to seal it up for the time being. And then this here, it's not sealed up, so I taped some plastic over it for the time being. We're gonna just find a manufacturer that makes this kind of tin and replace whichever panels we need to. We definitely need a lawn and no clay. The dirt in the bucket there is from the other night when I was scraping dirt behind the trailer. I didn't realize I still had a full bucket stuck in there. Considering that the clay is still quite wet, I'm happy with just getting that trench filled in. I've got a little bit of extra stone on the other side of the shop, so that's just to help water drain away from the foundation easier. That was my task for today. Cheryl is on the airplane right now, heading up to surprise her mother and some of her sisters, I think. I don't know who all knows at this point, but sometime tonight everybody will know, I guess. I think I'm done for the day. I was up at 3:30 this morning, and the sun is in the process of setting. Well, it was a long day at work today. I'm out here kind of late. On the radio, they were saying it may rain tonight and possibly tomorrow, and then get cold. They're also calling for a fair amount of wind. So, I don't know, I'd like to protect this at least a little bit if I can. We'll see. This has to come up quite a bit down at this end. Over here, it's at least a little bit closer. Maybe I should grab the tractor and see if I can do that a little bit more quickly than I would with the shovel. Who has moved dirt with a front end loader will attest that it's hard enough to see what's going on in front of the tractor when it's full daylight out. I'm trying to do this at night. I've been doing this mostly by feel. At least I got some dirt pushed up here. I'm going to put my headlamp on and move a little bit of dirt around with the shovel. I got a little bit done at least. It's good out to this corner, or at least close anyway. I'm not going to say it's perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's close enough. By tomorrow morning, temperatures are expected to be minus 18 degrees with wind chill. The bucket for the backhoe finally came in. Well, it's been 2.5 months since I took this thing off. Let's see if I can remember how to put it back on. This has to go in from this side. There we go. Done. As far as the tractor goes, keep the fuel topped up so that condensation can't happen inside of the fuel tank and water foul things up in the injectors. So, oh boy, I really filled that up. Whew. Oh. That should be good. Next thing on the agenda, this door still does not have proper glass. Plastic will have to do for a while more yet. With the wind whipping. As I say, better safe than sorry. Let's see what we can do here with this. Positioning of all of this is a little less than ideal, but I think I can make it work. Goal is just to keep the wind off so that it doesn't take away all the heat that the heat tape is generating. There, that should work. Next thing is to turn off the water valves down in here. Everything else is shut off. I did put a little bit of insulation inside the ring here that will help to keep things warm enough. Now that the water's off outside, I'll make sure the toilet is not getting water and leave all these valves open so that the water has a place to go. If you ever need security for something, I highly recommend Simply Safe. It is an awesome little system. Oops. Well, that's about as good as I can get it. Maybe in the daylight I'll be able to see more. Sun is definitely setting. It's pretty out right now. Give it about 4 or 5 hours and it won't be so pretty anymore. Wind blew all night. We did get a tiny bit of snow. Well, it is chilly out here. There's a little bit more snow out here than there is in town. It appears that my efforts with the water line has been successful so far, knock on wood. I went inside the shop as well, and it actually feels much better in there than I thought it would. So that all is good too. In spite of the fact that it's absolutely freezing outside, little Bella is going exploring with Lacey. Lacey loves this kind of weather, but Bella doesn't have much of a coat, so I'm surprised she's still out there. Snowed a little bit last night. It is about -16 Celsius. For this part of the country, that is freakishly cold. Yesterday the furnace was dying on us. It would throw the breaker, so John had somebody come over, take a look at it. When he pulled out the breaker to inspect it, the wires just basically fell out of it. So we got that fixed up. Furnace works fine now. Otherwise it would have been a very trying weekend. What you got there, Lacey? You gonna get it? Get that steak. Yeah. Oh, you gonna get it too, Bella? Yeah.